guys, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video, I'm going to show you guys how I do my no makeup look. This makeup look is very simple and very simplistic. It's great for if you want that nice, dewy, fresh look and seamlessly flawless looking skin. So let's get started. I'll let you guys know that these are all drugstore makeup brands. Very easy for anyone to be able to do this look. I've already cleaned it, moisturized, exfoliated, all that in the shower. Okay, so I already put lotion on, so now I'm just waiting for that to soak in. While that's soaking in, I'm going to go in first with a primer. A primer is what I want to put down on the skin first, which is going to really help the makeup stick to it. I want to make sure it has something to hold onto versus than going all the way into my pores and really messing up my skin. So this is kind of like a nice layer of protection I really want for my skin. I'm just going to use very little, guys, okay? I'm just gonna take that, guys, and I'm just gonna make sure I wrap that throughout my face. Now, this primer is said to make it look very matte. So my makeup doesn't look shiny. It doesn't look, because I don't want shine. I don't want a shine. But not a shine, I want more like a dewy look. So this is gonna make it look more matte, so it looks more like my skin tone than anything else, which is what I want. Because again, this is gonna be a no makeup look. Now, before I go with makeup, I want you guys to see here my skin tone. So I'm very light skinned, pretty much evenly toned throughout my face. Other than like right here, I have some acne scarring and dark spots. I definitely have some ingrown hairs coming through here because I shaved and my facial hair is coming back in. I have some dark spots here, some more bumps and stuff here. And I want to kind of just hide those and make it look a little bit more smoother. Now, a no makeup look is not using full concealer that covers and blends out where you can't see a pore. A no makeup look is not contouring for the gods. A no makeup look is not filling in your eyebrows so thick that you can see them from the back row. That is not a no makeup look. I want to look as natural as I possibly can. I want people to walk by me and think my skin looks flawless. That is no makeup look. And that's what we're going to try to achieve here today. So, first thing I'm going to go in, guys, with is, now that I prep my skin with the primer, and it feels a little tacky, which is good. I want that tackiness. I want it to stick to something. So now that I did that, I'm going to grab my foundation. I'm not a big fan of liquid foundations, because liquid foundations can sometimes look cakey on the skin, especially because, again, I'm a guy, and I'm not trying to look like I want full face makeup. I just want to look airbrushed, if you will. So I tend to look for something that's a little bit more like a creamy base, more like a stick foundation, which seems to be better for me than using a liquid, just personally for me. So I'm going to go with this foundation from Color Perfect, which is a foundation stick. Now, if you look at the first top of it, the top of it's going to have a part where it just kind of pulls out, kind of like a lipstick, where it comes out. I put that just to where it's even. And then on the other end, you have your brush applicator. Personally, not a big fan of the brush applicator. But hey. Now, I like to go in with my foundation brush. Again, this brush, you guys can get these at CVS or Walgreens. And I'm just going to wipe right across that makeup, just to get some buildup on there. Okay. And don't go crazy, just a good amount, just to kind of build it up. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look here, guys, and instead of just putting this all over my face, I just want to help cover up things that I don't want to see. So right here, I have these dark spots. So I'm going to do one little swipe through here, just to help hide those areas. And you should see, as I go through, it will start just kind of fading away that dark areas. And I'm going to kind of blend that throughout. Bring it down. I'm not going to bring it into my facial hair, but I'm going to definitely use this as a lineup to kind of clean up where my facial hair is. Just so it looks a little bit more snatched. And then I'm going to bring that up through here. Just to cover up those areas. Now you guys can see the difference between where I put the makeup at and where I don't have any before. Big difference. This is a lot more smooth and seamless looking. And now remember, I also don't want to cover it up completely. I don't want it to be gone. I still want to be able to see these imperfections. If I can see the imperfections, just slightly see it still. That means it's going to be hidden for everyone else. Promise you. When you cover it up completely, you are just completely getting rid of pores and everything else that goes with it. And that is not a no makeup look, natural look. You will look like you have makeup on. And this point of this is to look like we don't. So I'm going to do the same side here, guys. And again, see where my facial hair is right here? I'm just going to go right along it, just kind of, almost like I'm using a concealer to cover it, like to like make it look really snatched, sharp. And again, see how this is kind of, the darker spots and everything kind of blemished away and fade into the skin. And that's what I really want. I just want that really seamless look. I really do like these sticks, guys. It's hard for me to find a color that really gets my skin tone like down, and I feel like the stick is just like amazing at being just the right color for me. Okay guys, now that I finished that area, I am going to take the stick and I'm just going to do very light swipes, or dots even if you want to, right here, just kind of pressing it against and dotting. And then I have a bump right here on my forehead, which is a fat buildup. I'm just going to do a couple swipes there to just kind of hide the shadowing of it. And that's really about it. And then again, I'm just going to go through and I'm just going to blend that out with this brush. Now, if you want to use a beauty blender, you can use a beauty blender, but it's a sponge. So when you go with the product, it's going to pick some product up, but the sponge will absorb a lot of the product as well. And I want to make sure I'm putting all the product on my face versus getting rid of it, because I'm not putting a lot of it on there. I'm just going to spread that around just to blend it out, guys, because I want to make sure it's really well blended. Right here, around my bridge, and then blend out whatever was right here, right near under the eyes. Just so it meets with this. And this is just so it gives me a all over matte look versus having it just here on my cheeks and it not being blended throughout my face. And I just want a very light sheer coverage over the rest of my face, just so it looks even. And now that I've pretty much gotten that all down, guys, don't be afraid to blend, 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 blend. This is definitely where your blending is going to come in handy for this look. The more you blend everything else so it looks nice and seamless, the better it will turn out. I promise you. Okay. There we go. Right, now that I finished that part, because I do like to go in a brush with that part, I'm now going to go in with some powder to set everything, because this is a cream foundation, so to set anything that's cream or liquid, you want to use powder next, which is going to really help hold everything where it is. So for my powder, I like to use Deep Dark by Revolution. Now this is something you can get at any kind of like beauty supply store or a wig stop. It's really cheap, guys. I've gotten this even at Sephora before, and I just push just a little bit. I squeeze a little bit, guys, and just get just enough in there. I'm gonna take my foundation brush, with a nice fluffy black brush on top. I'm just gonna kind of dab just a little bit of it in there. Make sure you dab off the excess. And then I sweep around my face, and then I blend everything in. So if I go right here with all that product, it's all gonna go right there. And then I gotta keep going and get more. I don't want more. I just want dust around my whole face, and then bring all that product around. And I like to go in like a nice light circle of motions. Not rough on the skin, not harsh. Just lightly. I'm definitely focusing more right here on my cheeks and by my cheekbone, where I did the makeup to cover, because that's really my problem area. And then right here, where I have that bump at my forehead, I can just put a little makeup over that and just hide it. I'll never get rid of it, but I can always diminish it by a little bit. There we go. Okay, that's our foundation now, okay? So we're done with that. Now I'm going to go with some concealer. Now, when I say concealer, guys, I do mean we have to be very, very, very careful with this stuff, because too much concealer can make it look like you're a plastic porcelain doll underneath your eyes, and that's not the look we're going for. We want refreshed, we want awake, we want no lines, no wrinkles, but we don't want to be plastic. We want to look like we have some type of life in us and that we are human. There's a look for that. This is not the look. So, my favorite concealer right now for this look is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. The wear on this, guys, is amazing. I've worn it for a while. I haven't got cracking. I haven't got any of that type of stuff. It sits really nice on the face. It lasts for a long time. And this color is, I just love this color for me. This is the color Deep Cinnamon. And for my skin complexion, it works really well. Now, when I pull it out, because I'm doing a very natural look, I like to take it and just kind of wipe the brush off and then gather what I want on just a little tip of it. And now when I do this part, guys, it's going to be so, watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look, barely put anything there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do little 5 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to get close in here. So you can see I don't put a whole lot there. Because concealer, guys, you can go really heavy with the concealer. And then it definitely will be not a no makeup look. Okay, and then I blend it by my nose, up into my eye, and across. Now, another mistake I see people doing is taking it and dragging it all the way out here. We're not trying to look like a drag queen, guys. I'm not trying to look like a queen. Okay, and then I'm done with that. I'm not going to play with it anymore. I just want to blend that part out a little bit. And same thing with this part. I'm just going to blend this part out. Don't worry, we're going to come back to it. I have a trick for this. And right like that. Just like that. And, ooh, stop. I know what you're thinking. Aaron, okay, it's not blended. I can distinctly see that's good. I want you to, because I don't want the product to be fully blended yet. And here's the reason why. Let me open this up because I have a brand new one. The thing about a brand new beauty blender, guys, is like heaven for me. We're gonna get our beauty blender. This one's specifically for, let's see, Precise Concealers and Sponge for liquid or cream concealers. It's probably because of the way it's pinned to here and it's right here. And I love that because it means I can get right into the corners. Now I'm gonna take some setting spray. This is the Wet n Wild's Photo Focus setting spray. Okay. Now, a wet beauty blender is better than anything else. I'm telling you right now, guys. Just gonna mist that a little bit. Okay, and we're gonna take that little corner and then we're gonna finish at the bottom part of it, just to seamlessly blend that in to what we already have, and up here by the eye, just blending it. I'm not gonna bring it out, I'm just pushing, dabbing it in. And I'm not going to the center of my eye, I'm just blending out that bottom half of it. That's it, guys, that's it. See how that just blended that out? Same thing here, guys. I'm just gonna go right here, and right here in the eye. And I'm not swiping, don't swipe, because you don't want to get rid of the product. You just want to dab, 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 dab. Because you will remove some of that product. We don't want all of it gone. I just want to blend out this bottom half so it seamlessly blends in. There we go, with the rest of the face. Now I'll take that concealer one more time. Again, wipe it off, because I don't want all that product, so I'll get too much. I can control it a little bit better. And I'm going to go down the center of my nose. I'm also going to go right here by my forehead, go over between my eyebrows, and just a little bit by my forehead. Again, I'm not going crazy. And again, I'm just going to blend this. Yeah, and I'm kind of gliding across it, guys. I'm not really pushing on it. I'm gliding across it, because if I push, I'm going to get rid of that product, and I don't want to get rid of product. I want product to go on my face. And then I'm going to kind of wipe across my nose like this, so I get the part going down to narrow, and then right here, because I want to widen this part right here just a smidge. And then this part here, I'm just going to blend this part out here just lightly, guys, because remember, we're going to that beauty blender. I just want to kind of get the product around where I want it. Perfect. Now see how it's not seamlessly blended yet? Again, just a spritz. We're going to blend that out. Now, I could take this concealer up a lot farther on my forehead, but again, I have a bump on my forehead that I'm trying to hide, and I don't want to bring it up too far with the highlight. It's just enough for me. If you go higher up, go higher up. And I'm going to go down my nose very, very lightly, because I don't want to remove that product. We'll just touch up a little bit here, a little bit here. Because if you guys see that product? We don't want all that product off there. We want to keep as much there as possible. Okay, now we're going to set this powder. Now to set this powder, most people would probably use a banana powder or an orange colored, and use whatever color works for you. However, for this look for me, I like to use a translucent white, I know what you're thinking, white powder. For this reason, I'm getting pigment from my concealer, so I don't need to add more color on it. The more pigmented colors I put on, the more it's going to look like I have more makeup on, and I don't want to look that way. I want to look very, very natural. So I'm going to go in with, this is an HD Flawless setting powder correction. So it's translucent powder. It is white, guys. I mean, it's white. But again, it's translucent. You won't even notice it's there. So I'm going to take a highlighter brush and just ever so little, and just kind of dust that on there. And I'm using very, very little powder, guys. Very little powder. I like doing it with a brush because I can control how much powder I'm putting under that eye, versus if I use a sponge, sometimes it can get a little cakey from you pressing. So this, I can control how much is going underneath my eye. Now, I know what you're thinking, guys. You're probably like, oh, I might look ashy from this white. I promise you, you won't. Because I know how to warm it up and everything. And after it sits in your face, guys, and it cooks just a little bit, you'll be fine. All right. Now, leave a little bit there, not to bake, fully bake, but like, just to get any fallout, because we are going to do our eyes, guys. So I'm going to leave a little bit under there just to catch any fallout that might fall down from when I do my eyes. I'm also going to go make sure I get my nose. And not to forget to get my forehead right here. Sorry guys, if you hear that noise, this fan that's not going to cooperate with me today. And I'm in my bathroom with no windows, so it will get hot here if I don't keep some type of air circulating. Okay, now we did that, we're ready to go into contour. But before we go into contour, this is something I am obsessed with. Actually, let's hold off. Let's contour first. I know, you're probably thinking, what's he going to show me? What's he going to show me? Stay tuned and you'll find out. Okay, now so for contour. I like to contour my eyes, I like to contour my cheeks, I like to contour my nose. I'm a contourer. Luckily for me though, I have dark areas where my face is kind of already mapped out where my contours to go. I just like to accentuate it more. So I'm going to go with MAC. This is an eyeshadow, but I use this eyeshadow for contour color. And this is the eyeshadow Embark from MAC. Now, if you use this, guys, be very, very, very light with your hand. I'm going to get an eye brush, just a fluffy brush. And I'm just going to lightly brush over that, like very lightly, guys, because it's very, very, very high pigmented. And I don't want to look crazy. It's easier to build than it is to remove. So just a little bit. I'm going to start here right in my eyebrow. And I'm going to go right down to this crease here, and I'm going to bring that all the way down through my nose to build that nose contour. Keeping the darkest area by here, and the lightest area is down by my nose. And I'm just going to blend, brush that down. And then bring it up into my actual brow. Okay. And if you need a little bit more, and just gather a little bit more. And you're good. And then I'm going to bring that part down my nose as well. Because I like to have a little pinched nose. I'm also going to do the same thing on this other side. I'm just going to go right across that part right here, guys. Keeping the darkest areas here by the eyebrow. And then up the eyebrow. This will be really good for when I do my eyebrows to give it a really nice gradient look versus it just looking filled in. Again, and then right here again, just to blend that part out. Perfect. And then right here as well. And you guys see, I don't even need to pick up more makeup because I'm perfectly content with what I have right here. And then right down the center part. So if you see, guys, I've now contoured here, I've contoured here, and I bit very lightly, and then right up through my brows. I'm now taking some color, a couple little dabs there. I even blow it on just to make sure I get all that extra fallout off. And then right here is where the eye contour is. You guys can see a little bit right here. I have this natural arch in my eye. Then my color right here is different from the rest of it. I just want to accentuate this color right here. So I'm going to take that color and I'm going to go right back again, keeping the darkest area here, and I'm going to lightly brush over. And I'm going to keep that color too. I'm going to do the same thing on this side just to take some of that color off. And brush it that way too. And just kind of go back and forth with it, guys, just to really help carve out that shape in my eye. It really situates my bottom lid. If you can see how situated my bottom lid is, it almost looks like I have concealer already built on my bottom lid, and I don't. I just accentuate to bring that color pop out, just to give my face a little bit more dimension when I look at someone or I close my eyes. Now again, same color. I'm going to go in again, and I'm going to go underneath, right underneath my lash line. Just to give me this smoky, natural, subtle eye. Now when you guys do this part, make sure you're not bringing it down because you don't want bags. You want it right under the lash line. Just give you a little bit of color because the under my eyes is a little bit darker than the rest of my face. And again, I don't want to accentuate areas of my face that are already dark and beautiful. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing over on this side. Get a little closer for you to see. There we go. Okay. So now that we finish that part, we're going to go in. Before I do my cheeks, I want to blend this out. So I want to make sure it's really, really blended. So I'm going to go in with this brush, guys, here. It's a flat brush right on top, and it's really kind of dense and thick. I'm going to take that down the sides of my nose, through my eyebrows up here, through the crease, and under the eyes. So I'm just going to lightly blend. With no product on it, guys. I don't have any product on this. I just want to blend that out just to help make that look a little bit more seamless. And then when I go here to the, remember I put the darker color here, I want to brush that up into the eyebrow, so not away like I went down beforehand. Same thing on this side, brush that part up. And then in this area, I'm just gonna just buff it out. And it will kind of give my whole eye this nice gradient, dark, natural look. That's what I want. Not bringing it up into the brow though, just kind of buffing it in that crease. And then under the eye in the one corner, I'll do it. Just the far corner. As well as in this far corner. And that's it. Now I'm going to go in with that same color. Same brush. And I'm going to take this color, guys, and I'm going to brush it right through my contour line. So I follow my hairline, and I just bring it to there. And remember, guys, not going crazy like a drag queen, not trying to be etched in here or really sculpted. Just lightly bring that color through. And it's very pigmented, so less is more. I'm then going to take an angle brush with no product on it. Make sure it has no product on it, guys. Wipe them off. You need to wipe them off just to make sure from last time you use it, there's nothing on it. As you can see, there's like barely anything there. And I'm just going to go take that and I'm just going to buff that out. And I bring that down into where my darker areas where I covered up, just to give me more of this rouge, like, see how this gives me more like just a really nice airbrush look. And it's kind of helping me cover up all that little dark spots that I couldn't get covered with the foundation. And look, see how this is really airbrush looking? That's what I want. Very, very seamless, very airbrushed. Same thing with this side, guys. Brushing it down, and then brushing this part right over here. Just gives that nice little airbrush look, and you can see it's hidden a little bit more. You can still see, but it's kind of masked that a little bit more. Especially when I back up. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Now I'm going to take whatever's left over on the brush, and I'm just going to hit my top areas. So I'm going to hit right here, and bring that down. Even into my brow. And same thing over here. Now because I have this bump here, I'm going to avoid hitting it and hitting the side of it. I'm just going to bring it over right against my hairline. I don't want to accentuate that any more than it is. Okay. Now, there probably is no product left on your brush, so we're going to do a hit and hit. We're going to get underneath that jawline. Yeah, right underneath that jawline, guys. Perfect. Okay, so the contour we highlighted, we have everything else done, and now we just need to get rid of this bake. Now I'm going to go in with this brush, which I think typically would be a foundation brush for like liquid concealer or cream concealer, but I like having a plain one, another one. This one's really soft on top, and I like it because it's great for me buffing out the rest of my face. So I'm going to buff out all this under my eyes. And just kind of in sweeping motions. And buff this part down, which will help if you got too much contour going this way. It helps buff and kind of give a nice blend between your contour and this. When you buff that out. It's well when you're going under the eye, guys, because it's going to help buff out the color you put under the eye a little bit too. I'm going to bring that down my nose to buff out the contour between my nose and the center. And I'm going to hit the forehead just a little bit, just buff that out as well. Bring that down. And then I like to kind of go right here with that Usher palette on the brush just to really shape that contour. So it's not so low. I want to bring it just to blend that part out. Right here by the cheeks. And we're almost done, guys. Now, this part is not necessary. You could literally do your eyebrows, skip this part, do your eyebrows, a little bit of clear mascara, and you're pretty much done. You'll look very, very natural. You'll look awake, alive, and setting spray, you're good. I like to have a little bit of a natural glow on my cheeks because I have really high and prominent cheekbones. So I like having a highlighter or having some type of oomph. I like looking dewy. I like looking refreshed. I like looking gloss, not oily, but glossy. So I'm going to go in with the True Match Luma G Glow or G Lotion. Now, if this my part makes you nervous, girl, don't do it. I'm going to go with just the littlest amount because I'm telling you guys, a little bit of this goes very, 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 very long way. Now I'm going to go in with the same brush I used to put the powder on for my highlight. I'm going to take that brush and I'm just going to lightly dab on top of that with that highlighter brush. And I'm just going to go right where my foundation, where my highlighter would go. And I'm going to blend that out. Right here, right across my cheeks. Right where the highlight will go. See how it gives me this like this nice, dewy, glowy, glistening, but not over the top. It's not super crazy, but gives you a little zhuzh. You know what I mean? I know we're guys, but guys, we like the zhuzh. We like the zhuzh. I'm also gonna take, I didn't use enough. Take a little dot, guys, little dot. This stuff is potent. And I'm gonna go down the center of my nose. As well. And if I use my finger, sometimes I will with this. Just because I want to make sure I'm pulling it right where I want it to be. Now, when I go down my nose, I do use a little bit more than maybe the next person might want, but I like having a really like pinched nose. And then I'm also going to take that a little bit more, and I'm just going to brush up my forehead right here in the center area, and just kind of wash it around a little bit. Just give my forehead this nice. See how that woke me up and just like give me this nice, really nice glow. That's what we wanted. All right, so now that we finished that, we are going to do our, I'm gonna let that sit. I'm gonna go and do eyebrows. So I'm gonna take my Wet n Wild Ultra Brow retractable brow pencil. Okay, and I don't think this is in black. I don't like black when it comes to doing my brows at all. I like brown, dark browns, taupe, or just anything that's not black. God forbid, not black. Because it's too strong, it's too harsh, guys, and it doesn't look natural. Now, I'm going to take this fully side of the brush, and I'm just going to brush all those hairs nice and up in the direction they're actually supposed to be going, so I can really see the shape of my brow. Now, here's the part I see a lot of guys doing that mess up this no makeup look. They go in and they draw their eyebrows on. I'm not drawing my eyebrows on, guys. I'm following my natural eyebrow shape and just helping to fill it in and make it look a little bit more prominent. That's it. So I'm going to use another mirror so you guys can see me from the side here. Let's see if I can actually bring you guys in close. Okay. See how my eyebrow gets really light through here and it dens and you can't really see the part end of it? That's all I want to do is I just want to fill a nice light strokes. That's it, guys. That's it. I'm done. Nice light strokes. You see, there's still some pieces not fully filled in, but that's okay. I don't want a fully filled in brow. Remember, guys, this is no makeup look. I want to look like I don't have anything really done to my face. Because that's the trick. That's how you goop them, honey. And I'm going to do the same thing with this side. I'm just going to lightly brush through just to add some depth. And I'm going to brush, make sure you brush it through to even out that tone so it looks very seamless. And then I'm going to zoom back out, guys. Hey. And then I'm just going to kind of buff out this front area a little bit. And I'm not going to hit the front of my eyebrows. I see some guys that do the front of their eyebrows, they draw it in, so it's like perfect. Like, so we're not doing that. We're not doing the, that's not this look. That's another look. But it's not no makeup. Unless you got your eyebrows like microbladed, then maybe. Mine are not. I bet yours aren't either. But if they are, hey, good power to you. I'd love to have mine done too. Okay, so now that we've pretty much finished our makeup look, guys, we're going to finish it with the ultimate. The most amazing part of this whole look is highlighter. Now, with this part, guys, we've already did a little bit of a cream highlighter, which gave us that nice, really nice glossy finish on our sides, which looks great, but I want a little more. Especially when I hit it with this mixing spray at the end. Now I'm going with e.l.f.'s. It's just e.l.f.'s highlighter. It is, well, it doesn't say anything on it, it just says e.l.f. But do you see this color, guys? It is so pink and metallic-y and pretty. I'm just gonna go in lightly with the highlighter brush, and I'm just going to just hit that area real quick. Ooh, blinding. And I like that blindingness. Now, again, I said lightly hit this part. Blinding. Down the center of my nose. What? And right here across the forehead, guys. Okay, now that we've done those areas, I want to buff that out a little bit, just a smidge, because I don't want it to look too unnatural. So I'm just going to take my foundation brush, just kind of wipe it off in your hands, and just kind of swipe away at some of that excess, because I didn't push hard, I just kind of lightly hit my cheeks within my nose and then my forehead. Just lightly, guys. Just to buff that out. Just a little bit. Don't worry, it's not going to go anywhere. I promise you it's still going to be there. Another little thing I like to do too is, I don't like wearing eyeliner, but I take the brow pencil, and right here at my corner of my eye, just the corner, this little V, I like taking a little bit of that liner and just smidging it right here in that corner. Boom. Gave me a little V. And I'm going hard, remember guys, with a brown, not black. Just to kind of give my eyes a little bit more of a look. Lastly, I'm going to go in with e.l.f.'s. This is their brow and mascara. Clear. I always got to look to see which one is which. Okay, so this is for my lashes. Let's do brows first. So now we filled in our brows. I'm just going to use this just to give a nice, kind of help the hair stay where they want to. Give a nice gloss to them. Make it not look so powdery or like the liner's there. Just kind of gives me like a fresh look, and it really helps me fix and push the front hairs the way I want them to be adjusted. And same thing with this side, just gonna kind of just give it some tender loving care. Okay, and then I'm gonna flip to the other side because I love a clear mascara, just to help the girls look cute. I look crazy, but it's okay. It's all in the name of beauty. And I'm gonna do the bottom lashes too, guys. I use this stuff called New Lash, which helps my lashes grow long. So when I put on a clear mascara, my eyes just really helps pop. Like my eyes open up, if you can see, guys. Big difference. My eyes just opened up when I did the lashes. Just looks so pretty. Now that I finished that, alright guys, so that's it. I popped on a shirt, threw on a jacket, and here we are. I'm ready to go, guys. So you guys can see this big makeup looks very subtle, very, very simplistic. Anyone can really do this, guys. You just have to find the right colors that match your skin tone, pretty much copy the same look. But it's a really great look that gives you a really nice, glossy look, but that still looks very natural. It's not crazy, it's not overdone, it's not in your face, which is what you want. Last thing you need to do, guys, don't forget this one. You need chapstick. And my favorite is Burt's Bees. It's just amazing. Anyway, guys, stay stylish. See you until next time. Peace.
Your love.